Well, Gary, 2 days before Christmas, how are you feeling? How's the intensity of it all taking shape?
Well, it's certainly been intense the last few weeks. Going right back to Notts County was a big game for us. Preston at home game, we was a bit disappointed, but we had a man sent off, down to 10 men. We've had the 2 Accrington games, we had the family game of Oldham. We won that. We were poor against Colchester. Now we're coming into the 2 Christmas games of Bristol City and obviously Leyton Orient, and then the big New Year's game, first game of the new year. It's a great one to have, obviously Man United in the FA Cup. So it's been intense, and for a small squad, I think the boys have done marvellous, really. Even though we didn't play well against Colchester, generally we've got ourselves in a position where we're playing Man United. That's the first thing. It was important to move Accrington aside, however we did it, and we ended up doing that and getting our prize.
To a lot of people, the Man United game is sort of be all and end all at the moment, but these league games are so important to us. I mean, how do you put the Man United game out of people's minds at the moment and concentrate on Bristol City?
Well, you can't put it out of their minds. You can only use it as a vehicle for them to up their game, our players to up their game. You know, Colchester came here with that sort of intention of us having to break them down, and on the day we didn't quite have the quality, and when we missed the first 2 or 3 chances, the lads get a little bit, down and a little bit less ambitious sort of thing in the games, and that was a poor game. But they always get back on the bike and give it a go again. We had a good training session today. We've got another couple of days training before we go into the Bristol City game, and then that becomes the next big game for us and the boys, because every one of them will be desperate to play against Man United. And so if they want to play in that game, they're going to have to step it up against Bristol City and Leyton Orient.
Now, this year you're trading on Christmas Day, albeit not for a great length of time, I take it, but nonetheless you're in Christmas Day. Is there any reason for that? Because you haven't the last two years, have you?
No, and we haven't done very well after that. The Boxing Day games we haven't. Yeah. So we thought this year, we spoke to the boys about it. We're in a position that we've got to get out of trouble as quickly as we can. Most of the boys live locally anyway now, so it doesn't really harm them to come in for a couple of hours and work on some tactics for the game the following day, as we would do on a normal Friday for a Saturday. Obviously this is a Thursday for a Friday. But the boys agreed it. We agreed that their own Christmas party would have to leave till later on in the new year, make it a different sort of party, because at the moment we've got to be totally professional and totally into these next few games, because they're so important for the football club. But it wasn't just our decision from a management point of view, it was all the management and the players.
Any strict sort of dietary instructions with regards to Christmas Day?
Yeah, only you, don't eat. Yeah, they know there's been enough meetings and discussions about what they can and can't eat. What fluids they need to get in, that's just as important. What type of fluids, it's got to be the right fluids, not the ones you drink. And that is just all about being professional. All the entertainment business people, theatres, all them sort of things, people that entertain over the festive periods have to be very professional, and they've got to make sure that that's when the public come and view you and are entertained by you, so you've got to be ready for that.
From your point of view, is this the first time you've been back to Bristol City as manager of Yeovil?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
So it's quite a big game for you personally then?
It is a big game. It's always a big game when you go back to a club where you've had good success and all the memories and all that sort of thing. And that was the same coming back to Yeovil, of course. But I'm looking forward to pitting our wits against the team at the top of the division. I think we probably need a game like that after our Colchester game, which was poor in my opinion and everybody's opinion. So we'll have to wait and see how it pans out, but I'm certainly Aston Gate was my home for 5 years as well, and we had an affinity with the supporters like hopefully I've got with Yeovil.
Well, I'm sure I can speak for all the supporters and wish you a happy Christmas and hope it goes well Boxing Day and obviously later and January the 4th.
Yeah, well, there's 3 massive games for all of us, so hopefully people will enjoy their Christmas, and I wish them on behalf of my management and the players happy Christmas and prosperous New Year and all that sort of thing, and hopefully we can bring them good cheer as far as our results are concerned, we'll get ourselves sorted out as far as the relegation area is concerned, promise you that, and let's hope we can still be in the cup after the 4th of January.